I love that all the NPCs we saved now hang out with the Weaver. Okay, so... Weaver.
Welcome, little morsel.
Advance to Faerin. I have a little morsel all wrapped up from a corner of my web. Shall I share it with you? It's sure to mean your doom, little Drakthir. What? Very well. I can smell your eager impatience. I've sent that little green blob of a goblin you call Gazlo off to the northeast. He tells me the Queen and High General are marshalling their elite shock troops. No doubt they are readying to invade Hollowfall. Scurry off to your lamplighter friend. I'm certain she will want to smash everything in sight. Yeah, like... I hope we get more informations on Faerin's actual views on this. If she's just like, oh, great, thank you, spider, for warning me of other spiders I absolutely hate with a passion. But you're okay because you literally exchanged a few sentences with our friend.
Follow your thread,
Then I'm gonna be disappointed. If it's a nothing burger, I'm gonna be disappointed. If it's gonna be a... Oh. I'm not sure about this, or anything along those lines. Fair. Okay. But, you know. Ah. So Faerin is canonically... That is such a... I don't like that break of illusion. At least tell me, like, ooh, you can't do this quest until you're level 80 and then do that. Because canonically Faerin is still here. Then. I was about to be very confused why you're gone.
We cannot hide from evil.
Advance to Faerin.
Despite everything, the Xal'atath find joy.
The Weaver sent you directly, so I'm even more concerned.
If you are lost in darkness, we are here to help. In my heart, there is fire.
Nothing? Gruban, the time has come to deal with the Nerubian army. General Zevkal is massing a sizable force to the east. He intends to breach the wall and invade Hollowfall. There isn't much time. We do not have the strength for an all-out assault. To that end, the Weaver has sent Gazlo here to assist us. I'm willing to do what it takes to save my people. As fate would have it, I have a personal matter to attend to while we are there. After all that very plain, all Nerubians bad, hate all Nerubians, they all deserve to die talk, it's very much an extreme nothing burger that you're just like, okay. Another spider gave me information. That's fine. Doing whatever it takes to save her people, even if it's just like, I'm not sure I trust this Weaver, but, and then continue on like nothing happened, that would have been much better. Okay, past me, pause. I will cut my jabbering short anyway, but to be completely clear, after I started editing the video and watched it back a few times, I realized now I'm even more concerned because the Weaver sent you. I expected more reaction of like, what, you're working together with spiders, what does that mean? Or like any type of realization, reaction, whatever. Maybe she doesn't know that the Weaver is a spider at this point, like a Nerubian at this point, but also the now even more concerned could be interpreted as I don't trust the Weaver. So I guess if that's what it was supposed to mean, I guess that's okay. This works a bit better then. But I expected it to be a bit more obvious that she has a certain disdain towards the Nerubians during dealing with the Nerubians, and not have a complete shift in approach. However, I advise you to watch the video to the end. This is an entire story arc of me as well, not only of Faerin. Do watch the video to the end, because this is Faerin's story as well as it is mine. The story of my opinion to her. Also, people pointed out that the orphanage being founded for one child was overkill in extreme, which I have to agree on as well, now that I think about it. Okay, I'm gonna promise I'm not gonna bitch and moan anymore. I'm just gonna take it as it comes. What's the plan?
Be strong, my friend.
High General Zefkal's forces are amassing once more for intel provided by Gazlo under the direction of the Weaver shows their numbers are too great for our forces. Excuse me, but I do my own direction. Directing. Gah! You know what I mean. On a personal note, I've uncovered a lead. A dear old friend of mine was captured by the Nerubians years ago. Rumors is he might be where we're headed. After all this time, I must know what happened to him. Would you mind bringing me my shield? This is mine now. This is absolutely mine now.
I will see you through the shadow.
I'm very confused with this part of it, but sure.
In my heart,
Thank you,
there is
Gazlo.
fire.
Your thoughts? I thought that you'd never ask. Yeah, the three of us are gonna go in and hit him from behind. To that end, why don't you grab a big old bag of beetle snacks? I've got an idea for how to deal with their ballistae, and by deal with them, I mean make him go kaboom! That's a very Childburb approach, and a very Goblin approach. Makes much sense. We're just your guys' delivery boy? I guess. I guess at least it's fair. Those will do nicely.
I forgot to drink water.
Thank you for the hydrate, Ivoron. I almost grabbed for the empty one. Why is this... Here, run around and bring us our stuff that's like 2 feet away from us. We do whatever it takes for the experience points.
We owe our service to those in need.
I think 3 of us will be enough for this. Lean and mean, right? No, I don't know what that means, Faerin. I literally don't know that saying.
If you are lost in darkness,
I actually
we are
do
here
not.
to help.
This is not a meme. When I hear the word lean, all I can think of is purple liquid. We will regroup on the outskirts of Arathi and Arathi's end to the east. Their forces are nearly ready and there isn't much time. Yeah, I guess lean also means narrow.
Don't give in to fear.
There's no time to waste. See you there. Last one there is a poor wood fuse. Hey, wait up. Huh. Sure. And then because I'm the player, I'm always gonna be the last one there. Where do your shoulder pads come from? Keep low. I want to get us a cut before we even start.
We get things done.
You made it. Now let's see if we can make a dent in these Nerubians and save Hollowfall. Alright, taste the rewards.
All parts accounted for.
If we're gonna stop this invasion, we need to take out their big guns. In this case, the big guns equals Ballistae. Remember I had to, pick up them beetle snacks? Yeah, I didn't do that for no reason. See, the Nerubians here have their beetles haul their bombs, and those haulers love them snacks. I mean, who doesn't? You place the snacks next to the ballista, then a bomb beetle walks up and kaboom!
Nice chat. Now get a move on.
Be on the lookout for any clues to Raiden's fate. We'll keep our eyes peeled.
We are a light in the darkness.
Is your shield darker than before? Is your shield a different color? Is the shield a different color? No, that is a different shield! What the fuck? Why do you have two shields? What? That's a bit weird.
We carry the flame into the unknown.
While we cannot eliminate the Nerubian threat here, we can disrupt their invasion plans. There are many number of opportunities to accomplish our goal. Let's see what kind of damage we can do.
A beacon in the dark.
While we're here, I must find out what happened to my old friend Raiden. Raiden Blackholm. He was Hollowfall's finest blacksmith, and he was taken in a surprise by Nerubian attack. What about your bestie that makes all of your equipment? Isn't that the finest blacksmith for Hollowfall? I'm gonna tell. I searched for him, but found nothing except for his bloodied helm. I had given up hope, but recently I heard a rumor about blacksmith from a survivor who'd been pulled down off the Aegis wall. Could it be Raiden? Will you help me?
Despite everything,
Sure.
the Arathi find joy.
You should make up your... I mean, okay, it's all flying now. Oh. Here we go. Yeah, no, that's not gonna work. Hi, other person. I'm very confused. What? Fallen to you? Yes. They're all elites. That's very,
I do not
I'm a bit
have a target.
concerned about that difficulty curve here. Please. Oh my god. Survivor over there. My biggest problem is, didn't you give me some beetle snacks? Oh. could you... Why did you attack
I
us?
do not have a target.
Why did you... Faerin, what the fuck? That was not part of the flipping plan. Of course you can ignore those guys. Why are they attacking me? Oh my god. See... This is bullshit. Why did you attack the Listen here.
When shadow falls,
Both of
lamplighters
you.
rise.
Looks like
Don't
we've
attack
got
the
what-
yellow guys! They're optional! Sir Ash... Realm? Okay. She's here with me. We are looking for the blacksmith right in the back home. Blacksmith? Yes, yes, but no. Is it still alive? Long ago, either the Ascended Mother or Crypt Lord. Sir?
For the Empire.
No, blood will shine upon you. Let us find this Ascended Priestess and Crypt Lord. I know what became of my dear Raiden, and deal with any who harmed him. Wow, fix your NPC AI sometimes, for real. Like, especially if it's with the player. Whatever is accompanying the player, just make them... I was about to say smarter, but now that seems incredibly ironic, I'm not gonna lie. Ah, here. Mother Azana. You're no mother of mine. The one-armed lamplighter. How novel. Well, that's a very bit rude. I mean, to a creature with many arms, I guess that is novel. Still very rude. How dare. I mean, especially because it's kind of rare, I guess. Nubilith will be your end. Well, not if we will be hers first. Why did you come back? They're not dead. Why are you not attacking? See, what is going on with the AI? What the fuck? Okay, you look more like a classical Anuba. Yeah, armor-wise you will look more classical. We know you, Faerin Lothar. Come, little spark. Retrieve what remains of your blacksmith if you can. How do I not get a full cast off? Slain by a peasant, he did not die well, little spark. Little spark's kind of cute, not gonna lie. Damn, Raiden's tinderbox isn't here. The breastplate will have to do. Thank you, Ruban. Also, a thing I want to point out. Akir. Right. Anyway.
What needs fixing?
Couldn't have done it better myself. Well, maybe. Actually, probably. Matzel. We got the job done at the low, low price of overinflated bag of processed junk that who knows what's in it.
Do us proud.
My faith kindles my hope. Be strong, my
Invasion
friend.
disruption. That's enough for now. We'll need to periodically return to weaken their forces until there's another solution.
In my heart, there is
I
fire.
guess. Faerin recognizes this as a belonging to Rayton Blackholm. It is one of his masterpieces. The bloody gorges can leave no doubt as to the blacksmith's fate. Thank you for your help with this.
Despite everything,
I can't believe
the
Rayton is
Arathi
really
find
gone.
joy.
But it means the world to finally know what happened to my dear friend. We'll honor him as soon as we've dealt with xal'atath's monstrosity.
We carry the flame into the unknown.
Like, there's a lot of talk, a lot of like, here's a list of things you need to know about character, and not show us reaction of character. As well. Next to the whole Mary Sue-ish demeanor
I will
that
see you
is
through
just...
the shadow.
Okay, hold on. What in the living fuck is that? Azj'kahet the Sundered. High General xal'atath is about... Did we just notice? Is about to unleash this malformed upon Hollowfall. I want to honor my friend, but first we need to deal the killing blow to this light-forsaken place. Place? It's known that General xal'atath has been overseeing the creation of a monstrosity. A void-corrupted, malformed Nerubian. The scouting report pinpointed the location at the top of the canyon. We're going to deprive him of this horrific pit. That should put an end to his plans and to invade Hollowfall. At least for a little while longer.
If you are lost in darkness,
Let's find this
we are
corrupt
here
Nerubian
to help.
abomination and finish this. I'm with ya. I was about to be confused why she was on her lynx instead of her moth fly thing. Ugh, can I please fly? Thank you. I need to go. Yeah, I need to go down here. Never mind. We'll see you inside, Gruban. More. Give her all the power you have, or you will answer to me.
We owe our service to those in need.
The thing is a lot bigger than I thought. It would be... than I thought it would be. You still with me on this? You see that thing? It'll completely ruin you if I'm not here, and Gaslow, and... Let's be honest, let's call the entire army on this thing. What the... Ew! I guess let's finish this. There's not really anything else to do, right? No, that's not what I want. That's not what I want. You don't need that. You're a tank. You barely attack the enemy anyways. Look out, the thing is breaking free. Smash you, destroy them, xal'atath. Grubon, let's put an end to Zoskal's plans. Gaslo, get that ballista turned around. I'm on it. Overwhelming firepower coming right up. Yeah, that thing is absolutely disgusting. That thing is just mutated. There's nothing else to say about that. And again, it just stopped. Thank you. Giant spear, come on, and again, and again. Yeah, that thing has so much health, we can just... It's like a earwig. Like an absolute mutated earwig. That's so gross. Don't think my damage will do anything to it. She's gonna like she's not gonna like this. By the holy flame, how did we survive that? Let's get out of here. We'll group up the path to the west. You don't have to tell me twice. I mean, yes, how in the fuck did we survive that? But I guess the player did similar things. I don't know if any NPC 1v1 did something that big. And like the ballista did the rest of the job. Run over here. And I say 1v1 even though the player was there as well, so fair, completely fair. That was doable, but like without Gaslow's help, Gaslow did the real job there.
We owe our service to those.
We were
in
just
need.
distractions so Gaslow could shoot at it. Thank you, Grubon. The people of Hollowfall are in your debt. I have one last thing to ask of you if you're willing.
If you are lost in darkness, we are here to help.
Can I?
Be strong.
Oh my god,
my
Blizzard,
friend.
please.
My faith kindles my
I intend
hope.
to burn Ryden's breastplate and Sir Ashrealm's tinderbox at Merildar. I would be honored if you would join me. Will you carry the breastplate there? Why? It's your friend. The tinderbox I would understand. No, that doesn't make sense because it's so small. Anyway.
Don't give in to fear.
That was harrowing. Thank you. We would not have survived if not for you. We'll see you up in Hollowfall. Meet us at the blacksmithing forge in Merildar.
The Lynx! Get the zoomies and misbehave. Take one for a run before it maims someone.
Playing with kitties, but getting maimed. I'll think about it.
We are a light in the darkness.
Grubon meet... Yeah, no, you literally told me this already. I'm still confused you don't call her the best armorsmith, especially when the former vest is gone. Anyway, the sorrowful journey home.
We carry the flame into the unknown.
That wasn't really... Anyway, thank you for that.
In my heart, there is
You've
fire.
done the Azj'kahet great service this day. Please stay and help us pay the respects to Ryden. and Sir Ashram.
A beacon in the dark. Be strong, my friend. When shadow falls, lamplighters rise.
It is our custom to pay homage to the fallen by burning whatever we can recover of their belongings. Usually it is the tinderboxes, as those are easier to carry. We then return those items to the flame. While we were able to retrieve Sir Ashram's tinderbox, Raiten's breastplate will serve to honor his memory. You have placed your life in danger not only for me, but also for Hollowfall. I would be honored if you would assist me this one last time in remembering our fallen.
If you are lost in darkness, we are here to help.
No. It's right. Okay. Me, Lars.
A lamplighter brings hope.
Remembrance for the fallen.
Don't give in to
It
fear.
is done. It feels both odd and somehow comforting to finally know my dear friend's fate with certainty. Fully agree on that one.
Despite everything, the Orathi find joy.
Sojourner of azj'kahet. It is our custom we honor the memories of our fallen. What do you have a random... Raiten trained me from when I was but a cub. I owe him everything. Same for me. That's some of our best. No either of them, but I'm sure they were as well. Faerin smarted the goblin and assembled. Okay. Sir Ashram gave his life for Hollowfall. Raiten was my mentor and dearest friend. We pay tribute to both here today by consigning that which they touch to the flame. We also honor you for your many sacrifices. May this victory burn within you. Wait, I didn't die though. Don't put it like that. That just makes it look like I died. Like, you're all gray-haired and old-looking, and if he taught you, then holy shit.
A dangerous world calls for inspired solutions.
You're human! Oh my god, finally! This is the first human ever! In this place. But a cub. So you were not born. No, that doesn't necessarily mean that. Train me from when I was but a cub. That is a weird way of saying that. That as a human, but sure. I owe him everything. When he trained me from when I was a cub. So you either were you born in Hollowfall, or did you come with the others here? Because that wouldn't mean, like, this guy's old, so there were no children here, because this was a expedition, a military expedition. Faerin was the only child. Since we landed in Hollowfall. So
We carry the flame into the unknown.
We're adults already when we came here. You had a teacher that was at least, let's say, a 12-ish years younger, 12-ish years older than you. That was here, which doesn't mean much with half-elves and all that, I know, but you're human. You're not half-elf. So that gives us a rough timeline, because you're older than Faerin. Then, because if your inventions helped with building this up ever since you got here, that means you were able to help with that sort of stuff once you got here, which means you would have, because Faerin was the only child. That means you must be older. Which, by how much, you don't look that old. Like, you don't look like a grandma. Like, you look like... I'm gonna make a guesstimate in... at max the 40s, if you kept up really well. So... But we already have people... No, not necessarily. Now that I think of it.
New reserves are readying to enter the front lines. Sparring with you would teach them much.
Oh, wow, that is a custom animation. That's cool. Were you born in Hollowfall? Or were you already... I can't see your ears. God dang it. It seems like you have half-elf ears, though. Yeah, it seems like it. Yeah, those are half-elven ears. Okay. Because... the thing is... Messenger. Auralia Steelstrike. Were you born in Hollowfall?
We are the holders of hope.
Crystals?
Always be prepared.
Azj'kahet truly appreciate all the help you with this dangerous land. Please accept this symbol of gratitude.
For the Empire.
Here's a still one. Listen,
If
that
you are
didn't
lost
exist
in
before.
darkness, we are here to help. I'm sorry, what? The prisoners escaped because of an Arubian?
Well, that's what they said. One of the big ones from the heart of Siege-Holder. I'm as flummoxed as you are.
It doesn't make any sense. None of this does.
Come again?
It's nothing, Rigeld. I keep telling everyone it's about hope. But the moment push comes to shove, my anger grabs my blade.
This had nothing to do with you. They've attacked before, they'll attack again. That's how it's always gone.
But is it how it needs to go in the future? We are the holders of hope. Is there hope in this darkness that even we haven't been able to see?
I can't answer that for you.
Honestly, neither can I. I've got some thinking to do.
As much as I love this, stay a while and listen. None of it appeared in chat. What? Excuse me? Why is none of it in chat? None of it appeared in chat. What? Excuse me? Why is none of it in chat? Well, that's odd. As much as I love this one, still want to listen, and it gives Faerin a bit of the character development I do want her to have and do think she needed. It's literally just like tell, not show. It's literally just saying that that is a thing that exists in her character, but we're not really seeing it. We're not really, like, we're not experiencing it.
There I see a new face in the Empire's Edge. Pull up a stool, friend. You and the other outsiders have been conscripted by Lamplighter Faerin, I see. When you're lost in the dark, one lamplighter is a blessing of the flame. If you see more than one, well, then you know the darkness has brought trouble to your door. It's good that Faerin has found compatriots willing to dive into the pits of evil she frequents. Seriously though, watch yourself. Danger finds young Lady Faerin Lothar more than anyone else in Hallowfall. It's only by the blessing of the flame that she still draws breath, the trouble she gets into.
Need a refill?
Be right there, Milton. Milton was caught out on the coast when Belladar shifted. He would have been a meal for the Cobus if Faerin hadn't been on patrol. He lost part of himself to the darkness. Never been the same since. Doesn't leave the city. Barely leaves my tavern. Everyone has a story like that. I remember this one time, I found this cave with... What I'm saying is that Faerin has been able to endure the adversity of this land better than most. But we all have limits. I'm glad you're here, outsider. Keep an eye on her, huh?
Like, I so want Faerin to have, like, a proper deep character. A proper, actually, character development that is more than just, like, faith and luck. Because so far, you heard my opinion, and I got a, like, a better TLDR in my video. I want Faerin to become a deeper, better character. So badly. You have no idea how badly. I don't want to be there. It's that way. And I hope this gives us like a little sneak peek. P.S. If this... I'm just saying because I saw like I have a little concerned friend. If this is about Faerin being overworked and she works too much, but there's like no drawback for her, like she doesn't make mistakes because she's overworked, that doesn't count. If she does make mistakes because she's overworked, or it's like an immediately solved thing, I don't know. If it's about Anduin, then it's about Anduin, and I will gladly consume that storyline. Because Anduin already had a long story of like he wasn't perfect, he was too idealistic, which broke all of the bones in his body. He grew and learned over the years. He had so much self-doubt. There was so much of character development that was actually good. And like... yeah.
We are the warriors of the sacred flame.
Should I record this? No, I can grab it from the stream afterwards anyway. Ah, Gribon, there you are. Great Chiron was asking after you and your friend Anduin. I think they want to talk to you about Faerin. Nothing urgent, mind you. She probably just needs some good company. But we're all a bit worried about her. Check in with Chiron when you have a moment, will you? Will do.
The Empire is forever.
You just despawn like that, okay. Hello, Great Chiron. I'd love to see more of you, because you're very absent in the story.
The sacred flame tempers our spirit.
I hope the journey wasn't long. No.
Your flame brings hope.
Spare a moment, Kurbon. I have a favor to ask of you and your friend here. Yes. I am not tiny anymore. Give me a second. Now my cannon size. Now we can talk.
Not all who wander the darkness are lost.
Good, you both here. I have a favor to ask. Faerin's wandered off. I think it might help if you and your disheveled friend here find her. I'm not going to correct him. Anduin wants to be undercover. I am not going to correct him. She'll be in the Light's readout. I guess we just established that there's an easy traveling between the places now. Okay.
We help those lost to the darkness.
Why did you ask us both here? Faerin is quiet about her hurt, but she lost a close friend recently. She doesn't listen to advice from us old soldiers anymore. Talk to her, will you? She'll be in her Light's redoubt. I see. Grubon, I'll meet you there. Well, at least they're calling out that they're not talking, that she's not listening to the older ones, but she's quiet about her hurt. She recently lost a friend. That has to be before we joined. And it can't be the Smith guy, because that wasn't recently, that was years ago. We helped her find out that the friend's dead, but it can't be that, because that has been dealt with a different friend. Jiminy Chrysler! But yeah, I wonder who the friend is that she lost, because the friend that got attacked by the cult didn't die. We met the friend. The other one was years ago, so it can't be that one is not the recently one. I'm gonna be really curious where this story goes. I'm doing quite well. It's finally a cool day. Like, damn, the temperature dropped by 10 degrees. She's just there. You should talk to her first. You sure about that, Anduin? You sure? You sure, Anduin? This is such a cute picture.
We will not allow xal'atath to triumph.
Yes, but also I want so many screenshots of exactly this. God. Hey, Faerin. It's steep way down.
We owe our service to those in need.
Faerin looks into the darkness with glazed over eyes. Your friend sent us to see how you're doing. Are you alright? Clearly third person, I think. Which is the most Groupon way? Your friend sent us to see how you're doing. Is, I think, the most Groupon thing? Nah. Like, Groupon wouldn't keep that a secret. Groupon would be open about it, but I think that's not how... It's more like, are you alright? And then when, like, huh, yeah, because friend sent us over. Are you alright?
Be strong, my friend.
Did something happen? I was just paying my respects.
I will see you through the shadow.
You lost someone here. It's okay if you want to talk about it. We're here. She sighs and shakes her head. Andari, my dearest friend. I never had time to say goodbye, but no. I should go back to Merildar. I can't dwell out here. Let's go. Anduin struggles for words and fails, falling silent. Fern smiles, but it doesn't reach her eyes. Andari fell in the darkness, alone, holding off a small horde of monsters from reaching a tower I was defending. I should have gone to them. I should have been strong enough. I'm just gonna say that we met 3 dearest friends of her so far. But that's besides the point. I know you can have multiple dearest friends, but in a story, if you first meet a character like this, it's a bit off. Anyway.
Despite everything,
If
the
you,
Arathi
like,
find joy.
my dearest friend was attacked. My other dearest friend, my dearest friend was attacked is one person. My dearest friend got killed years ago. Another different person. My dearest friend died recently. Another different person. At least worded as another dearest friend of mine or something like that? I don't know.
I will help anyone.
Maybe different people designed these quests. Wouldn't be the first time. Anduin chews his lip, lost in thought.
I do what I can.
There was a time when I would have known what words to say to help her. But now, they are as lost to me as everything else. There must be something we can do. Her old lamplighter companion, this Andari, would have had one of those tinderboxes, right? They seem important for funeral rites. I'll accompany Faerin back to Merelda and meet you there. If you think there's hope of finding Andari's lost belongings, could you try to look? You need your confidence back. You had it in you before, so it is still there, Anduin. They're so freaking tall.
Inspire others to do better.
What? Who sent you after me? Steelstrike? Chiron? I swear I'll... Oh no, I'm not ratting anyone out. But there are people worried about you. They care. Trim pauses, then smiles and nods. Come on, sorry, Burb. Let's go and find some... something to identify someone with. Game piece. A small figurine painted somewhat sloppily in reds and golds. It looks old. Storm Spirit, a manifestation... Oh no, that's a different thing. Broken trinket. Beaten and chipped, but perhaps this was a piece of armor, or jewelry, or a game piece. There was another very interesting quest I did about where I found out that the Earthen apparently had a keeper that was abusing his power, and they rebelled against him. Not a keeper, no. It wasn't a Titan Keeper, it was a Titan Keeper construct. It was like the subordinates of the Keepers. We don't know who the Keeper is, but his subordinate was abusing them, basically. Just basically killing them on a whim and then just like reviving them with a machine because they're expendable kind of deal. And they rebelled against him.
I do not have.
There's even a whole like story in a play. If you go here, there's like a little play that like symbolizingly, like in a symbolized way, retells that story. But they seem to believe, or at least back then, that their Titan Keeper would never have allowed such a thing. So my thought is that their specific Titan Keeper was either someone like Ra-Den or Tyr, not someone like Odin. Because Odin, you know, in World of Warcraft, Odin's kind of piece of shit. And you wouldn't care. Okay, that's another game piece. And we have also an engraved dagger. Broken near the hilt, but the name Andari can clearly be seen. Engraved upon the handle. Clearly Andari had a lot of daggers. That... I wouldn't say clearly because we found one dagger. One. Lost belongings. A collection of items formerly belonging to Andari, a lamplighter who fell in the line of duty. There's no time to mourn. Not when there's fighting to be done. If you have time to mourn, you have time to train. To make sure we don't lose anyone else. No, there's always time to mourn, even as you do things at the time.
Don't give in to fear.
Found their things? In all the darkness? Thank you. And this is...
We carry the flame into the unknown.
Atari must have been painting this figurine for me. It's for a game many Arathi here play, Light's Gambit. When we lost pieces, Andari and I started to make our own. It's just a hobby. It's a board game? How do you play? I've enjoyed a few myself. His eyes brighten in excitement. Yeah, we saw Light's Gambit. It's basically D&D, apparently. It's basically D&D, apparently. God, no. See what I mean? This nerdiness in her, she has so much potential to be such a great character. But they're portraying her a bit Mary Sue-ish.
My faith kindles my hope.
Crowdsourcing. Light's Gambit is an old and honored game. There's a reason so many Arathi play it. It can teach you a lot about strategy, and it can tell you a lot about your opponents. She suddenly deflates. But we're still missing a few pieces that we need in order to play. Sometimes folk around Merildal lend us pieces for a game. Could you ask around?
A beacon in the dark.
So in Light's Gambit, we'll take opposite sides of the board and try to take each other down with our pieces' abilities. We should wait for Groupon to get back before we explain the rules. Right. We can get set a table and get some drinks. Groupon, meet us at the game table upstairs when you're done. Oh, so it's not like... Oh, then we found a book that quote-unquote explains it. And it sounded like D&D. But apparently it's not. Apparently it's a completely made-up thing. If it's actually a game they made up, but you can still play... Like, you can still, like, make an actual game out of it. Or they just sell it. They just make a game like that. Honestly, that would be kind of cool. Kiara Horth. I'm gonna fucking morb. Book. 500 dishes using cave fish and mushrooms. Ah. I really don't know if I trust fish-based cookies. Kira hums as she cooks, smiling. The pan smells of onions and garlic. Faerin wants to know if you have a Light's Gambit game piece to spare.
Walk in the light.
Of course. Here's a piece. Though Beria may have chewed it a bit, don't let Faerin beat you. I'm still freaked out by some of the NPCs not having eyelids and sleeping with open eyes. Marja Lenglo.
You are an outsider, yes?
Why are you all so aggressive? May the flame warm your path. Faerin wants to know if you have a Light's Gambit game piece to spare.
Take your leave.
Here's one. Are you going to play a game with Faerin? Let her know I'm ready for a rematch whenever she is. Are we really gonna steal a game piece from the orphanage? I also should do that quest, because it's one of the as important listed quests. Keth weren't. Para weren't. Oh, you're siblings? Keth turns from his game and mimics striking with an invisible weapon. And then, bam, Stormbreaker crushes you with a swing of his mighty axe. Take that, monster. Faerin wants to know if you have a Light's Gambit game piece to spare. Ah, but Garrigan the Great was about to have his final battle with the Shadow Lord. It's okay, we can use Clary's doll. Oh, do you think Clary might want to play with us? We're literally just stealing game pieces from the children. It's not stealing, we asked, and they just gave it to us. Kerrigan Fairleaf.
You are right to be afraid.
Faerin wants to know if you have a Light's Gambit game piece to spare. Hello, friend. Are you interested in some tomes?
A foul prophecy.
Here's a piece I made to go with some custom ability rules I'm working on. Let Faerin know the new abilities are almost done, will you? I'd love to have her test them out. Why did my brain read a completely grammatically incorrect word? Oh, firecrackers. Did I forget to explain base powers? Well, if your unit collects enough... Ah, Grubon! Sorry, I think we got a little ahead of ourselves. Faerin already explained the rules. Well, most of them anyway. You're just in time for the best part. The combat. Come join us. Okay, if it's anything like D&D, combat is not the best part. Personal opinions, I know.
A lamplighter brings hope.
We might have gotten a bit ahead of ourselves.
If you are lost in darkness, we are here to help.
It's fine. We can catch you up on the rest of the rules later. Resolving combat is the most fun anyway. You and Anduin can team up against me. Perhaps with both of you together, you'll stand chance. Like Gambit Championship Signet. Grab the castle piece to start a game of Light's Gambit with her and Anduin. It's actually gonna be... Okay. Honestly, I'm gonna switch to this scene for that. Oops. Where's my face gone? Where's my face gone? There you go. Because I'm curious about this.
In my heart, there is
Sit down,
fire.
join us. Grab that castle piece when you're ready to play. It's a good game so far. I think you'll like it. Honestly, who knows?
It's your team against my one unit. Easy. You win by getting my unit's health to 0. I win by getting each of your units' health to 0. Look carefully at each of your unit's abilities. Don't worry. I won't start until you make your first move. Your castle has a powerful ranged attack, but it can't move. The other two can move, and have both ranged and melee abilities. Try using an ability.
Okay.
Each unit can only do one ability, then it has to recharge. While it's recharging, switch to another unit. Move your pieces around the board to avoid my attacks and deal your own. The first player to wipe out the other side's team wins.
What?
Let's do this!
Oh, it's like timed? Okay. Am I playing me and Anduin?
I must get closer.
Okay, that's a melee thing then. There. Okay. Heal. Okay, that didn't reach you. Holy Assault. Attack. Boom. Divine Explosion, whatever that is. Firecrackers, you got me. That was good. That was a good game. You'll be Merila's new champion before you know it. Prince suddenly looks away. I thank you for this. I'm having fun, and I would have loved playing with you too. We're still here for you, if you want to talk about it. I think I'd like that. If this still want to listen isn't voice acted, which it probably won't. I think it's time we get going, okay. Don't we know that that's wrong? That's a no. Anyway.
Don't give in to fear.
Oh, we're just sitting here and talking. Rathian question. I'm gonna leave that for the end. What's going on with my... Oh.
Everyone deserves a chance.
When shadow falls, lamplighters rise.
Light's Gambit is full of interesting decisions. Will you hold your cleric back to protect your castle, or send it forward to heal your knight? There are other encounters too. Different situations call for different strategies. Though I personally think you can't go wrong by just blasting your enemy to bits as quickly as possible in every situation. Yeah, that sounds like you. Do you have any family in Hollowfall?
Be strong, my friend.
No, my family is still in the Empire, which is destroyed centuries ago. I stowed away on the expedition because I, too, heard Beladar's call. I was never supposed to be here. You left home so young. Your parents must be sick. If my parents had their way, I'd be locked in the library, drafting documents on economics or something. I chose this life. My parents never saw me as anything other than a disappointment. I used to think my father was just disappointed in me by the end. I like to think we finally start to understand each other. I hope you get the same chance with your family. It would require me ever going back. Yeah, and we kind of established that you definitely time traveled because the Empire hasn't existed for at least longer than you're alive. Like, at least since the Second War. The Second War is 35 years ago, and Faerin is at max. No, it's actually 42, 45 years ago. Somewhere between 42 and... No, it's about 42 years ago. Which is like... Faerin is at maximum... At maximum 29. She is in her mid-20s. So, the Empire has been gone for longer, but the Kingdom of Arathor has been longer. Anyway. Has been lasted longer, that's what I mean.
My faith kindles my hope.
You're just assuming your parents see you only as a disappointment, but why would they see you as a disappointment? Like, what part makes them think you're a disappointment? Or what part do you think? Like, because at this point it's just like, for no reason, just bad parents for the sake of having bad parents as well, on top of all the losing friends. Which, come on. Fanfiction much. Anyway. Which was Andari's favorite figure?
If you are lost in darkness, we are here
That
to
one
help.
painted in red. It was the first I tried to paint. It was difficult given I lost my arm and eye when our ships arrived in Hollowfall. All I remember is a flash of light, then I was under something, screaming. When I came back to my arm and eye were gone. I was so unbalanced. I had to learn to walk again, like a child. Steelstrike had been the one to dig me out. She said my choice to stow away meant I was a soldier, not a child. Okay, Steelstrike is... That is a... that's a little bit toxic of Steelstrike.
I know I can help.
No!
Together, we will be victorious.
In my heart, there is fire.
How dare you make me miss out?
Inspire others to do better.
Stop the quest and redo it if I have to. Do you regret stowing away?
A beacon in the dark.
I don't regret anything. I want to live up to Silsrek's expectation. I refuse to be any less than the rest of the army. I trained endlessly. Andari convinced me to play Light's Gambit to learn strategy. By the time I realized they were actually getting me to rest, I was hooked. Fern looks fondly at the red-painted knight. When we lost pieces, I want to make new ones. Because of my missing arm, I had to figure out new ways to fight, to eat, to dress myself even. And yet crafting this tiny game piece with one arm was my greatest challenge yet. Because of Andari, I rose to it not with grim determination but joy. Andari healed me, not my wounds, not my missing limbs, and not with magic, but something inside, and now they're gone. She chokes on a sob.
We owe our service to those in need.
She was confirmed the only child. Huh. We need to keep that in mind. For context. Andari sounds very kind. I'm sorry for your loss. Fern a gentle pat on the shoulder. Say nothing. This is more Grubon.
Despite everything, the Arathi find joy.
Wipes tears from her eyes. Thank you. Thank you both for listening. I fought so hard to be seen as strong, to earn my place. I love my people, but it's hard to let the walls down. You have to let the walls down eventually, before they all come crumbling down around you. You don't have to do it alone. Be kind to yourself. Smiles through tears. Care to take your own advice? I think it was you who said something like that to me first. Perhaps we both need to learn to take our own advice. Apples and oranges. Apples and oranges. Apples and oranges.
I will see you through the shadow.
Say more about the Azj'kahet Empire. I'm curious. Did we cycle back?
The flame
We did cycle back.
into the unknown. If you are lost in darkness, we are
Vast,
here to
powerful, and bathed in the light. The Empire is a force to be reckoned with. It sounds like a visit would be an interesting journey. To be honest, I'm not sure how kindly the mainland would take to the variety of peoples. Wait, what? Variety of peoples you all company with? We in Hollowfall no beggars can't be choosers. We need all the help we can get, and you all have proven to be fine folk, but the Empire is not so open-minded or so desperate. Don't you miss home? How's Riley? I really, truly thought I would, but I became the person I am under Belada's light. This is my home now. And were I to leave, I would much sooner travel the lands you all hail from. The storm you speak of. You don't take me someday, I'll go stomping around up there myself. And when you know a lot enough to know that the Empire's the entire Arathi, it doesn't exist anymore. Like, we literally had to rebuild the ruins for the war you fought in. Arathi Highlands. Like, we had to rebuild this from ruins, Stromgarde Keep. And Argarok is new, like the wall is just destroyed and not really manned at all anymore. There's an orc encampment. This is majorly horde territory now. Well, okay, I guess no. Yeah, I think it's like gameplay wise it is anyway. I don't know how it's lore wise quite. But for flip's sake, like the Empire spanned almost a continent, but like that was ages ago. Don't we gonna
Shadow
tell her?
falls, Lamplighters rise.
Are we not gonna tell
We are
anyone?
in this together.
Do you miss Storm? I can't remember the last time I did something as simple as playing a game. Can you? Yeah, actually. Do you miss Stormwind?
I do what I can.
Of course I miss home. A new human kingdom, what's it like? Grand, beautiful, filled with so many different types of people. I miss the fresh bread at the Gilded Rose, magical accidents in the Mage District, the festivals, the people. So, then why don't you go back? He sighs. I can't, not yet. Who would want to see what their king has become? No. Soon. One step at a time. Anduin notes.
We will not allow xal'atath to triumph.
A better answer would have been... a more upbuilding answer and not a like... Don't worry about it kind of answer. Like, what you've become, you strengthened yourself, you are dealing with things like something, but not. Anyway, sorry. You seem to like the board games, Anduin.
Everyone deserves a chance.
He chuckles. My father would play with me sometimes. We'd go to the war room and he'd let me play with the figurines. We made up all sorts of games together. None of them made much sense, but we had fun. He sounds like a wonderful father, he smiles ruefully. It was complicated, he did his best. I spent so long trying to be him. To be the great warrior king that leads the charge. To be the hero everyone wants me to be. Some hero I am. Couldn't have saved anyone, much less myself. What are you fucking talking about? You saved a lot.
I know I can help.
The tides can turn at any time, like how you could decimate Faerin's army right now if you use your healer to receive the cavalry next to her knight. We don't understand that game at all! Like, but sure.
Together, we will be victorious.
Hey, don't help him! And here I was trying to figure out how to get my footman forward without losing him. Leaving your knight out in the open. Faerin? Risky. You kept ignoring your healer. How was I supposed to resist taking advantage of that?
We are in this together.
That game would have been lost without the healer. Mr. Priest, who saved Pandaria. Or at least, like, you saved so many people when you destroyed the Divine Bell. Or like, you didn't destroy it, I know, but like, when you interrupted Garrosh using the Divine Bell, you saved so much by... Oh my god. You had your whole growth character arc. Anduin. You did so much great. You did so much, period. And so much good things. I want to just hug the man. The boy.
Everyone deserves a chance.
Gruban is right. Things can change if you make the move to change them. So what's your move, Anduin? Looks between the two of you for a long moment, then smiles slightly. I'm here, aren't I? Perhaps the move has already been made. But we'll think more on that next one. Battle for Azeroth had moves of that nature.
I will
You
help
already
anyone
had
in
that
need.
in your life. You are amazing, Anduin. Anyway, by the way, Rathian has done much since returning to the Dragon Isles. Have you had any contact?
Together, we will be victorious.
He's tried. I've been dodging Black Talons almost as much as SI7. I know he just wants to help, like the others, but what could they say? What could I say? Rathian had his greatest wish before him in the Dragon Isles. To reunite with his flight. The last thing I want would be to distract him from that purpose. And wait a moment. You're friends with a dragon? A dragon? I mean, Grubon here is clearly draconic. Whoa! But a full true dragon? A legendary beast known to scour the lands grant wishes? Blinks and laughs. I don't think Anduin Rathian would be keen on either of those things. He's self-centered and boastful, and a good friend I should not have neglected for so long. We also often played a game together much like this. I think this one is even more suited to his tastes. He'd like it. Well then, when you go to apologize, you'll have to introduce me. I'm not sure Stormwind would survive the chaos caused by the two of you in one room. I love that it's called out that we're Drakthir! I wonder if this is different from race to race. I wonder if, like, Void Elves have something about Illyria. I wonder if Dwarves have something about Magni or Dagran. Oh my god! Now I want to... Go!
We will not allow xal'atath.
Let's go! I'm so sorry, but, like... Hell yeah.
Inspire others to do
went through
better.
all of these, right?
We carry the flame.
I think it's
into
time we
the
get
unknown.
going.
I do what I can.
I should be getting back to my post. Thank you both for this. I think I needed that too. Never lose the inner child, you two. And that's what Grubon is here. That's what the Dragon Bean is here. To make you remember that you're more than just the sum of the last few years. You are still who you are at heart. You,
We cannot
Faerin,
hide from
are
evil.
not just a badass warriors who keeps faith alive. You are much more, and please, writers, make it be so in the game as well. This was a good first step. But, yeah. Anduin,
I will help anyone
you're
in need.
more than just a king. You're more than just, like, a hero. You are those two things, but you're more. You're a kind-hearted priest. You are someone who goes out of his way in order to help an entire continent full of strangers. Learns their culture. And you're proving this here again with the Nerubians. By the way, because you lost... Writing tip. Faerin lost 3 people extremely dear to her, to the Shadow Creatures and the Nerubians. Make her a little bit resentful towards those guys. At the very least, like... I don't like Nerubians. I really don't. I can't. I just can't. And make her, like... her deal with her trauma to grow past, okay, world is different than only the black and white she's known so far. Because sure, growing up like she did, that was a very clear black and white border, and there's a chance that we have some, like, all the bottled up emotions unload themselves. Like, we have confirmation that she bottles up her emotions. Let's execute on that story. This is a first step, not a salvation problem. This is the first step. Let her have a little bit of a struggle moment where her bottled up emotions makes her unable to cooperate with the Nerubians in order for her to grow over it, to grow past it, to like have character growth. For frick's sake, to She has 1.5 dimensions right now. Make it a full dimension. I'm sorry. Let's tell more show. Anyway, that one's for you, Anna. That's one for you. Anyway, I hope you found that relaxing too. Despite what I just displayed, I love this quest line. I love it. There's so much. There's still stuff to be done for Faerin to make her the character that she's supposed to be. Because I know what you're going for, writers, but we're not quite there yet. Not if you want to have it a full actual thing. But we're getting there. We're making progress. Anyway, it's just sad it's inside content that many people will just miss. Okay. I didn't realize how much we needed a break. Yeah. Yeah. I love it. Like, yes. More showing cracks in the facade, please. Maybe break the facade for a moment and then have it, like, let them heal each other.
Together, we will be victorious.
Rest at last. You two had better... Oh, Jesus. You two better had time to come and play again. Next time we could play the game I learned in Pandaria. Faerin. I think you find its approach to victory as interesting as Rathian did. I have no idea what that means, but I'm excited to find out. Yeah. Oh, yes! That callback to Rathian, let's flipping go!